Am I putting enough effort into my relationships?
I think I am. Nah, I know I am.
You know you are? How do you know?
Because I intentionally put effort into my relationships.
But is it enough?
I don't think I've been putting the bare minimum, but I think I put forth more effort in just calling people more often, talking to people more often.
Bare minimum. Did you hit me up on my birthday? That's the bare minimum, okay? Happy birthday, happy holidays.
But I do enjoy older relationships too.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on the person.
If I'm willing to share what's going on with me, people are a lot more willing to share what's going on with them. But if I decide I'm not sharing, most of the time, they not sharing either. And now we just here talking about the weather.
Get on my motherfucking face.
Please. Push the goddamn button.
Action.
All right. Today's question. Am I putting enough effort into my relationships? Who wants to go first?
I think I am. Nah, I know I am.
You know you are? How do you know?
Because I intentionally put effort into my relationships.
But is it enough?
Mm-hmm.
How do you determine if it's enough or not?
Y'all know I love y'all.
That means... Let's move on. What about you?
I think I could put more. I think I could put more. I mean, I don't think I've been putting the bare minimum, but I think I could put forth more effort in just calling people more often, talking to people more often, and yeah, just trying to actually connect more than just the surface level that everybody else is expected. Yeah, just the surface level that we've been continuously communicating on. So I think I could do more, personally.
Okay, I think in some areas I am doing enough. In other areas I can definitely do more. Same thing. I have certain people that I intentionally, specifically have on my calendar, so that I make sure I talk to them weekly or regularly. But I think in some other areas I can make the effort, and I've started to make more effort into reaching out to some people more, and same thing, just talking to them and checking on them past just the surface level of things, because everybody has stuff going on in their lives, and now that I'm at this age, it's like it's up to me. I don't know, I'm a firm believer in you gotta teach people how to communicate with you. So what I've noticed is that the way it might be like the lack of effort that I feel from other people is kind of a reflection in some of my relationships of the lack of effort on my part. So rather than just letting it dwindle out, if I actually want to continue to have this person in my life, I'm like, okay, let me put forth more effort, or even ask them hey, how can I be a better friend to you? That type of stuff. Which I need to do that a couple more times.
To the same people?
No, different people. But I guess same thing that I asked Breeze though. How do you determine what is enough effort versus what isn't enough effort? Is that something? So you can answer the question as well. But is this something that you can see in your interactions? Is it something that you see in how the relationship progresses or degresses? Or are you just going off of vibes? Yeah, I think this enough. This was enough for me, so it gotta be enough for you. That type of thing.
I think, only portion that you can control is your half, but I also think that you can kind of get a gauge if you're genuinely trying to connect with somebody. You can kind of get a gauge of where they're at, and if they feel like you're not doing enough on your end. Because I've had that before where I'm like, I thought it was cool, and I'm like, oh, now I realize you want to talk to me more, and it's I don't mind talking to you more, but in my head I was thinking that this is all we needed to do. In my head I'm thinking of it like a tree or a plant. So there's some plants you don't need to water every day. Water that thing every day, thing dying. Finito, it's out of here. And there's some that you could water every once in a while and it'll be good. But some of them I think I could probably water a little bit more. Just give a little bit more, and then just see how everybody reacts, and then see the feedback and go from there.
Question one more time. How do I know?
Yeah.
I believe that it is a feeling thing. So if I feel like I'm giving what I can, I think that's enough. If I'm giving all that I can, I think that's a sign that on my end, on my end, I'm giving what I'm capable of giving. It might not be enough for you to consider us good friends, but for me, I don't talk to nobody every day via phone. So if I talk to you every other day and that's what I have, I think that's good. I mean, if somebody says you don't talk to me every day, like I'm doing what I'm capable of doing, which is every other day. I think the conversation is needed to create that understanding on both sides.
Okay. I was just gonna say, so what happens if somebody comes to you and they're like, "This isn't enough for me"?
Then
we gotta reassess the
the
dynamics. Yeah, just reassess the dynamics and see whether or not on my end I'm doing enough, or on your end maybe you need a little bit more than I'm willing to give. That kind of thing. What about you? Because you almost skated by both of those questions, if I'm not mistaken.
Foiled again.
Yep, right. Caught red-handed.
So the first question was, how do I know like what's enough? Same thing. Like I don't know. At this point, I need people to tell me. I don't know. Okay, I can do what I can on my part, like Breeze was saying. But I think for me, as I'm learning to navigate my friendships now and just like my relationships in general, I gotta assess like what I need and what type of friend I am, because I feel like I'm not as, I don't need to talk to all of my friends every day because I talk to my family all the time. So like in my head, I'll be good, but then I have some friends that want to talk every day or more frequently, and it's like I'm not used to that. So I can do what I can do, but still like gathering that level of understanding. So my clear answer on how do I know if I'm doing enough, I have no idea. That is my answer. I literally have no idea. I'm doing my best. That's that's what I am. What?
One thing that I was gonna say was, lost it. We're back. It was something about dang, if it come back, I'll say it.
Okay. But the next question. Wait, you was about to say something?
Yeah, I had. Dang, hold on, one of them losing me. Hold on, dang, Breeze rubbing off on me. that quick. One of them was gonna be, I think it was a question for you, because you were saying like every other day is all you currently have. Is there anybody that, okay, you remember? I was gonna say, is there anybody that you actually talk to every other day besides,
through my phone?
Family? Yeah, like just in general. Like, is there somebody, like, realistically, how often do you really talk to your friends?
So my actual friends?
Yes. I would hope you don't have non-actual friends.
No, to the imaginary ones.
Nah, because some people you trying to get to know.
Oh.
Yeah.
But to my actual friends, I don't talk that often. So it might be like, I feel like speaking to my friends a lot will be like once a week if I don't see them in person.
That's fair.
Like once a week, that's a lot. That's a lot of checking in. The one thing that I was gonna say before you go, it was along the lines of giving what I can, and I feel like it becomes a problem when it feels like I'm being put second. Like me talking to you, I'm prioritizing you more than I'm prioritizing myself.
Are we talking? Okay.
It'd be times where when I go to work, my job currently, I'm talking to people. So for 9 hours, all right, 8, because I was
about to say, you be at work for 9 hours?
I do, but I'd be taking a lunch. So 8 hours of my day, I'm talking to people. So by the time I get home, I don't necessarily really want to talk per se. And I'm looking at a screen. So I don't want to look at this screen to communicate. I'm doing that for 8 hours. So I don't really be wanting to be on my phone. If we in person, we can have a great conversation. But actually I'm old school. You know? So yeah, but long story less long, if me communicating starts to feel like I'm putting myself second, because also when I'm not at work, it's other things that I prioritize for myself. Like the job that I do isn't my career. So I do have paintings that I would like to get done. I do have songs that I would like to record. I do have some sewing to learn how to do so I can get stuff out. So me communicating and giving active communication, like it's hard to actually be all in when I'm painting if I keep looking at my phone and responding. It's hard to record if every time a message come up on my laptop, I'm responding. It's hard to get in that flow state and actually get stuff done when I'm constantly trying to communicate to please other people's level of communication needs, if that makes sense.
I was going to ask, are we speaking? Well, I guess this can go for both romantic and non-romantic relationships.
I was just talking about relationships in general.
In general,
That's what I
yeah.
was thinking.
I feel that. I mean, I do now put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I do need to text somebody back that texted me a week ago or so. I could definitely be putting in more effort.
I'm gonna start scheduling messages because sometimes I'll be thinking about people and I'm gonna just schedule the message. It might be like early or like real late, and I'll be like, it's not.
It's not Albert. I don't want you to feel like this is a time where you could text me all the time.
Hey, I'm going to sleep. You were in my prayers. So yeah, schedule them texts.
I did that the other day actually. I had scheduled the text. It was to a group chat. And I was like, let me schedule this for when I get off work so that I don't miss the conversation, but also I don't forget to send this. So I sent it. They had a whole conversation. I saw it when I got home, but I was like, that was good. I didn't need to say much. I just needed to initiate. Hey, y'all, I vote for this. And it was like, me too, me too, me too. Okay, cool. Glad y'all did that.
Yeah, that scheduling the messages out, that definitely helps me a lot, especially because a lot of times I talk myself out of sending a message for whatever reason, or I might get distracted. That's really what happens.
I'll be getting distracted a lot.
I'll be in the middle of doing something. I'll think of somebody. I need to send somebody this message, and then it'll be like squirrel. I'm like, God dang it! Now I'm somewhere else. So.
I think I'll be in the middle of something, and then I might see something that made me think of a person, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I gotta text them, blah blah. And then after that thought, the thought is gone. Like, so now I'm back doing whatever I was doing, and I'm like, I was supposed to text you, and that was 2 weeks ago.
Yep, that's what's happening to me right now.
Yeah.
Every time I remember, I'll be like, dang, let me do it after I finish this thing. And I can't schedule text them because they got an Android.
Yeah, that happens.
So I need to just send a text message. But I'm like, if a conversation starts from here, I'm not going to be able to engage in a conversation because I need to finish this thing. So maybe I just need to set a reminder at a convenient time for me.
Yeah. And what I also say, because something that one of you guys said, I think it might have been Breeze, but it is just as a heads up from somebody who was main story obsessed for a very long time, you can get very obsessed about building a life, but you don't live your life. And I think that's something that I had to rewire myself, because sometimes I'll be so focused on like, hey, I'm building an empire, building an empire, and you forget like the people who you were trying to build it to be around. Like you're not just trying to build it so that you can sit inside the empire by yourself, and so you can do it with your people. And that's something that made me realize that I could probably be doing more with my relationships, because the people are part of the reason why I wanted to do some of the stuff. Like I wanted to do some of the stuff with all the homies. I wanted to do some of the stuff with my family, and then going back and realizing like I wouldn't be this person if I didn't hang out with these people in the first place. So let me not get so far removed from the relationship because I'm so head down focused on the mission, and let me make sure I'm still reaching out to people, because you also don't know how anybody else is feeling about anything until you ask. So
yeah, I think I'm starting to understand, because I think when you're building relationships and you're nurturing relationships, there has to be like a balance between what both parties need or want as far as the relationship goes. And I think for me, I'm in a space where like I value more of like I need to make the effort to see you more often, or to like make times where we could actually like connect in person versus it constantly being phone calls, text messages, da da da. And I think that that's what I need right now. Like that's what I value. Now I am a text me, don't call me. But you can call me. I be talking on the phone. But I think right now it's like, okay, how can I put forth an effort for us to gather in person? So even if it's not just I'm going to visit this person, that person, because that is exhausting. So that's not the goal. But like, is it possible for me to create a space so we can all meet up, so we can all hang out, so like I can see these people or I can see these people, type of thing. So I think it's important. What I'm realizing is to just understand what you need and what you value in your relationships versus what the other person needs and values in the relationships as well. Because although I might be like, hey, I'm trying to link up, they might be like, hey, I'm a texter. I'm just texting. That's what I do. I'll see you in 6 years. But right now, I'm a texter. Because I also was the type of person who I had my head down for a long time and I was not living my life. I was so focused on I gotta build this empire, and I wanna enjoy life and the people that's in it now. So
yeah, I was like that too, ignoring the important things in life, the things that matter. So now that I value the people that I actually like and love in our relationships, just growing, getting to know people for who they are, life is a lot better. Life is a lot more enjoyable. You know, it was a thing. It was a running joke that wasn't a joke. I ain't have no friends. It was a running lie that I was just running with. And it was like, now that I accept the people.
Running lie that I was running with.
Now that I accept the people for who they are and that I actually love people and love my people, you know, I always got something to do now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a thing of fear of missing out, because I always have something to do.
you do.
So I'll go next time. Or I was with y'all the last time. So this week is for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel guilty for not showing up. Because we always together. We always see each other.
Yeah, that was something that I know for me. I would see my friends like every week. Like every week or probably every other week when I was still back home. And I didn't realize how much I was seeing them, because I would see them on the weekend and then wouldn't see them the whole week, but then I would see them on the weekend. So then we would just chop it up in person. And a lot of that, it was in person. On the phone, something about being on the phone, it just be like, bro, I really don't want to, I want to have to hold this. And now I gotta, it's just like, and even if I put it down, it's like, now I gotta, it's just different. It's just, I prefer to just be in person and we can chop it up that way.
That's very intriguing.
It's a lot easier to be present in person too.
Yeah.
Because if I'm on the phone, I could be getting stuff. I'm at home. I have a list of things to do. So now it's like you just music in my ears at this point. So I could be washing the dishes while we having a conversation, folding clothes, walking my dog, like other stuff. If we in person, now we gotta wash the dishes together.
Yeah.
He said we still washing dishes, but you gonna help me.
I'm washing, you drying. It's a little different, you know.
Yeah, collaboration.
Funny. Yeah, I do feel like the in-person interaction, they hit different. They but it's also because like I think FaceTime has helped a little bit, like being able to video call people and it be a clear signal. But
that's a big thing too.
But I think that in person, like how we talked about previously, like your conversations being a full body experience, and active listening is different, and paying attention to the things that happen or the nuances or even like the facial expressions and stuff like that is just a different experience. So I think that's something that I value, because I used to see my friends a lot too. So yeah, I want to get back to that. I do have a question for y'all. Do y'all feel like y'all have a way of knowing if other people are, or I guess how do you determine if the other party is putting forth enough effort for you in a relationship?
I was about to say, I'm real low maintenance. You ain't really got to do too much. But nah, I mean, I guess it's a vibe thing as well. I think it's just the thought that I have is like, somebody said this before, I can't remember who it is, but it's like, I don't need to go to the party, but I would appreciate an invite. Right? It's that, like, you don't have to. There's a chance I'm not going to the party, but just you sending the invite is enough to be like, word, I appreciate you
Thinking of
yeah. And that, for me, a lot of times that's usually enough. I don't really need too much talking. It'd be cool because I'd be appreciative when I'd be like, oh snap, yeah, I forgot how much I like this person. We cool, but in general, I don't think I require that much. But it's usually a vibe thing. Like for me, it's like, I'd be like, yeah, I mean, I don't really talk to you. The only time you talk to me is every other Christmas. I haven't. You forgot my birthday the last 2 times, So, but other than that, I don't really think I'd be requiring much. I don't know if that was the question. I can't really remember right now.
like, how do you determine if they're
yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you in a second, but I got a follow up question. So if you do determine that somebody is not putting forth enough effort for you in this relationship, in this friendship, in this whatever ship, what do you do? Do you talk to them? Do you just cut them off? Like, what's your response to that?
I'm trying to think. I might try and reach out first just to see what the vibe is going on, like what the vibe is like, because you might have a lot going on, and just to make sure we still on good ground or whatever. But and then if I reach out and then I'm still feeling a little iffy about the vibes, I'll just kind of just lay back most times. I just all right, we got it, we cool. It might not be the best. That's why I said I could probably put a little bit more effort into it. But you know what? It's cool. We ain't even gotta do it. I'll figure it out, and that's how I'll probably approach most of it.
So they got like 1 or 2 times with you.
Yeah, mainly because we barely be talking, right? At least at the moment. So it's like, all right. It's like, if we barely talking, it's like, and it's hard at that point. I'm like, maybe at the moment we need to figure some stuff out and we can
reconvene
after that. Yeah, that's just how it is for me.
All right, so Breeze, how do you determine if the other party is putting forth enough effort for you?
Am I thought of? I don't know. Like Damani said about the party analogy, you just hit me up and say, "What up?" I'm like, "Oh, you love me." Like I think that's why I enjoy. That's why gift giving is a love language. Because if you thought of me enough to get me a gift don't gotta be a new car or anything extravagant. It could be a card. It could just be
Socks,
anything. Or like, a plant. Like, you thought of me? We must be locked in. But, yeah, I understand that. Just like I be focused on other stuff, other people be focused on their own stuff too, and life be lifing for other people. I honestly feel like life be lifing more for others than it do for me. So if I be going through what I be going through, and you believe that life is lifing for you, you going through some things. So yeah, so just to be thought of, I feel like they doing enough. Like if we actually friends, yeah. If we actually friends, just the thought of being thought of, I'll be appreciative.
Okay, so you kind of base it off of if they a gift, yes, we know, but if they hit you up like,
even
hey,
if you just like reach out,
just reaching out in general.
Yeah.
And if you feel like they're not putting forth enough, I was about to say information, enough effort, what's your next step?
I'm not going to reach out and say, hey, we don't talk enough. I'm going to just chalk it up as, because again, it was a running lie that I was running with. I don't got no friends. So if you're not reaching out, in my mind, we not that cool no more, I guess.
You're not going to reach out to be like, hey, how you doing? What's been going on with you?
It depends. It depends on the time. I might, if I do something or go somewhere, I invite them. But
you're not gonna hit them up how you want them to hit you up?
Right now, probably not, because I was the hitter-upper for years.
Oh, okay.
And nobody hit me up. So now I'm not here to be the bigger person. So
okay, I get that.
Yeah, I'm also with you with that. I'm not sending hey, we need to talk more. You know, you gotta talk more. It don't be feeling right with my spirit. I be like, it's cool. You got it.
Okay.
If I see them, it usually be all love, all good energy, good vibes. But I'm not really pressed to. This might sound wrong, but I'm not pressed to fight for relationships, like to keep relationships together, because everything be temporary. So yeah, if it don't work, it don't work.
Okay.
Now that I got enough friends to go around.
I had a different question, but it wasn't friend related after you said that.
Are you gonna answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure.
What you about to say?
Do you remember your question?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The original ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do remember the third one that you just had? That you said wasn't firm related.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you can answer your question, then you can ask that question.
There's no skating in this house. Mm-hmm.
All right, so how do I determine if my friends or other people are putting forth enough effort? I thought of the question. I did not think of an answer. How do I determine? I think for me, it's the same thing. Do you at bare minimum? Did you hit me up on my birthday? That's the bare minimum. Okay, happy birthday. Happy holidays. But I think it's more so like when this is a different answer, but it's not the answer to this question. So let me pause for a second. I'm gonna think about it, because I feel like I'm taking y'all answers. But yeah, I think like reaching out periodically. It don't gotta be every day. It don't need to be every week, but like periodically reaching out, or when I reach out, like you responding, type of thing. But yeah, I think I'm pretty low maintenance as well. But so right now, enough effort is like the bare minimum. I think going forward, it will probably be like, if I do, because I'm talking about meeting people, like seeing people in person. If I do invite you to this, that, and the third, how often are you declining? Or like, are you accepting the invite but not showing up? Are you not like, do you never hit me up but then you trying to get invited to the party? That type of stuff. I think that'll probably be the things that will determine going forward. Not that I'm just about to be out here throwing a bunch of parties, but just thinking about those types of things, because I do, when I start like traveling and stuff, I do want to like invite my friends, like, hey. But I also understand not everybody's in the same situation. Everybody is experiencing life in different ways. So even just communicating like, hey, wish I could come, it's not the right time for me or whatever. Like, I think it's just like the gauge of the communication, the interactions, like, are you there? Like, how present are you in this relationship? I think is the gauge for me of how much effort is being put forth. It's like when we're communicating, when we are connecting or interacting, like how present are you in that moment versus not? Because, I mean, yeah, I might not hit you up every day. And that's fine. Probably won't. But when I do hit you up, are you here?
I was about to say, I am doing my best to actually, like, when I do stuff, invite people. Some stuff I want to be doing by myself. But, like, if I'm going somewhere, I can invite people. Or if I want to do something, I could plan to go by myself. Like, do something that I'm fine with doing by myself. But if y'all want to come, you're more than welcome to come. Just so if nobody comes, if nobody shows up, I'll be okay.
But yeah, I agree with that. Go ahead.
You had a question? I had a statement I was going to say.
You can make your statement.
I was going to say, until you mentioned the gift giving, like the love language part, I never realized how much the love language plays a part in the relationship part. Because as you were explaining it, it was like the fact that you thought of me enough to give me a gift. To me, because mine is quality time, like the fact that you're willing to spend time that you don't even know how much you got of this, and you're willing to spend this with me. Oh, that's fire! I appreciate that's love. And that's how I be feeling. So I just never realized it until you mentioned your love language and the gift part. So just something I thought of.
Mine is acts of service. So if I'm putting on an event and you show up to help me set up, come on, Jesus.
She said, all my friends got to be put to work. You got to do something, lift something.
Nah, but I think that's why for mine, like are you here? Are you present type of thing? Like that's an act for me of you being here, of you responding, of you like. I that's probably why I take RSVP so seriously too. Like, cause if you RSVP, don't RSVP, yes, and not show up. That pisses me off. Because actions speak louder than words. And some people did that. And now I'm unsure if they get invited to the next thing. You know who you are. But the second question that I was supposed to answer was, what happens if I determine that they're not putting in enough effort? I think I usually just, at this point, I just kind of let it die off, just like dwindle off. Like it's not no love loss. But if you're not gonna put forth the effort, what I need to put forth the effort for? Like, and I feel like I think also sometimes I'll be like, you know what? I'm not gonna text you on this holiday, and I'm gonna see if you say something, because in the past you would say something. But if you ain't say nothing, then I don't need to say nothing. Sometimes I scroll back up and be like, when was the last time?
And see, whenever I be feeling like I have to do that,
that's when
then I'll be like, it's a done deal. Like, and for me, the holidays, I ain't gotta text me on the holiday. It's okay. Now my birthday, it's a little bit different. I'm like, I would appreciate. It's the day I was born. I wouldn't even be here.
It do be the birthday. But it be the birthday though. I scroll back and I be like, did you tell me happy birthday? And then sometimes it be yes and sometimes it be no. And then I determine, do I want to text you or not? But I think now it's just kind of like, why we doing this dance of will they, won't they? If we haven't talked in the last 12 months, it's all right. We probably ain't got nothing to say to each other.
Or y'all might have a lot to say to each other.
And it's been a long time.
Maybe.
12 months.
You know what I'm saying? Because, somebody didn't pick up the phone.
Well, I used to be like Breeze.
You gonna be like Ray and Claude. Get why y'all mad at each other.
But I used to be like Breeze, how I used to be the person that was always hitting people up. I was sending the positive messages in the morning, the aspirational things. I was checking on people. I knew what was going on in everybody's lives. And once I stopped doing that, I stopped hearing from people. And, I mean, sometimes that's just how things go. But, I mean, I started putting myself first more. And, I mean, other people have the right to put themselves first. So, like I said, no love lost if you ain't get a birthday text or nothing. But, I mean, we still cool. We just don't gotta text each other all the time. We probably don't got nothing to say to each other right now. Not through text message. Maybe we got something to say in person. Like, hello. How are you? What's been going on? You know? No? Okay. Whew, tough crowd.
I had something to say, but I forgot as you kept going. Like, I lost it.
with the last, hey, how you doing? Your family all right?
How are the children? Do you have children? Crazy. I don't yet. Anyways, what?
I was gonna ask, do you guys find that now you're looking for more like stronger relationships with newer people, or you're trying to just continue to build the relationships you have with older people?
Newer people.
Why?
They don't know me. Why newer people? I'm noticing that the newer people I be inspired by the newer people. I feel like a lot of older relationships were based on proximity, and who I was. Like the version of me hiding from the world or with masks on. I feel like the newer people see me without a mask on or with less masks on, thinner masks. So, yeah, and I enjoy them more, but I do enjoy older relationships too. It just depends on the person.
Yeah, I was gonna.
So certain people, like they all say, everybody not going to be able to come with you to wherever you're going. But some people, if we on the same, we all in our own lane on the same highway. So if we all going in this direction, the older people, we good. But some people, they stopped on the highway when we supposed to be going forward. They just stopped or they moving backwards. We don't really got too much to talk about because I'm going this way. So the older friends that still going this way with me, we good. We locked in. We like this. And then as I'm going this way, I'm meeting new people like, oh, I like that. Hey, what's going on? And I realized that you have to allow people to be a main character in your story. And also, you have to allow yourself to be a main character in other people's stories.
Huh?
One more time.
You have to allow others to be a main character in your story. And also allow yourself to be a main character in other people's story.
Elaborate.
So,
because I think I agree with that. That's more.
Let me see. I never really had to elaborate this. I just thought it was gonna hit. But y'all was the first people I told that. I be thinking about it all the time. It makes so much sense. But to put it in, like to explain it, basically, I feel as though. Come back to me.
So is it like a crossover episode?
I wouldn't say a crossover episode, but so the first show that came into my mind was Steve Urkel, but I'm not going to use Steve Urkel. I'm going to use Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold is the main character, but Hey Arnold wouldn't be Hey Arnold without Gerald, without Grandpa, without everybody that was in that house, everybody in the school. They all have their own special space in Hey Arnold, in the Hey Arnold world.
But wouldn't they be supporting characters?
Yeah, they're supportive characters, but
I think I know what he's talking about.
They still show up as the importance. Like even Lil Eugene. I look at Eugene as a main character. Every time he's in an episode, that's his episode.
I feel. I was gonna say I've always thought about it. I didn't use those words, but I always thought about it like you're the main character of your story, but that doesn't mean that you're the only person that shows up in every episode. It's like there's some of the best episodes is when the other character shows up. You get a chance to see Eugene, and there's a whole episode about Eugene, and it's like the main character isn't in every single shot. Sometimes you're there. The show is about you, but everybody gets a chance to shine. So that's what I was thinking of when you said it. I just wanted to make sure that's what you was talking about.
Yeah, basically. And like showing up as yourself in other people's lives. So I'll be intentionally, like I'll be doing it's a practice that I've just recently started, probably like the end of last year. I'm gonna insert myself in other people's lives. Like I'm not about to just play the back no more. I'm gonna make sure even if it's just like on episodes from the 90s when the
guest star come in.
Yeah. Like I'm the guest star of your life on this day. So yeah, just like make sure my presence is known. Not necessarily being loud but like
you're not taking over the show, but when just because you are on someone else's show doesn't mean that you have to stop being the main character.
Yeah. I definitely feel that.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, I think when you do that, it allows everybody else to be the star of their own moment. Like what I was thinking of was, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman, but for Black Panther, before he ended up having his own movie, he was with the Avengers. And he was the coolest person outside, like coolest Avenger when he came through. And then you went to Wakanda, it's like, dang, it's a whole bunch of cool characters. Like he was cool. He was cool before, but like everybody cool here. So like, let me find out about this. Let me find out about this person. And it's like you get a chance to appreciate everybody for who they are and stuff like that. So I definitely agree.
I feel like this kind of what we was talking about downstairs. Me and Damani was talking about how One Piece is set up. And it's like, it's so many different characters in it, but you clearly see what everybody is doing. So it'll be like, okay, they're here in this spot, and this person is fighting this person, and you watch the entire scene, and then they go back, and it's like simultaneously while that fight that you just watched was happening, you go to the next character, you see everything that was going on at the same time as the other fight was going on, and it's just like, everybody just has their individual moments, and then they all wind up coming together, and then, yeah, it keeps going and stuff like that. But just, it's similar to what you were saying. Like, everybody can still have their moment, and everybody can still be a main character, even though they're all in the same show. Like, of course, Luffy is the main character, but everybody is a main character. Everybody's doing their part and living in their own world and pursuing their own goal.
I was gonna say about One Piece, Luffy is the main character, but I never see Luffy. I might see Luffy every couple weeks. Like I always see the reindeer. I always see the Zoro, the green hair. I see Nami. She got brown hair. Orange hair. Yeah. Those are three main people I see every episode. That when I'm down there and it's on. Only last time I seen Luffy was when he punched the dude that was bouncing all around. Last time I seen Luffy, that was a while ago.
Yeah. But that's what I think. Great support characters in a story, but in life, like they have a world of their own, and you get a chance to see what makes them tick and why their relationship or how it connects with the main character and why they work together and improve each other. And I think it's the same thing in life. Like when it comes to your friends, like that's what I was saying. You could be so obsessed about the mission and then forget that your friends and the people around you were the reason why you even went on the mission to improve your life in the first place. You're like, I wanted to go over here for legacy, and you done forgot the legacy that you were supposed to be doing it for. So it's like remembering that as you go.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So with that being said, with you still being, so what does it look like, I guess, putting effort into your relationships while also remaining the main character?
I feel like letting people know that they're important to you, that you like them, that you want them around, not just assuming that they just gonna be around. So again, like if you're doing something, invite them. A lot of times I've noticed that a lot of times people feel like we're all adults, so I'm busy, so you must be busy too. Or I see this person on social media every day, so I know they're okay.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, just reach out. As long as they got an iPhone and you got an iPhone, schedule that text. You going outside, it's raining, we in a snowstorm right now. Make sure your people okay. Did you get some water? Did you eat today?
I need to text them people, actually. But yeah, okay. What about you? What's your thoughts?
What was the question?
How do you make them feel? Never mind. That's not the question.
How does...
Yeah, what was the question one more time? Just to make sure I'm on, we all in the same space.
What What does it look like putting forth effort in your relationships while also remaining the main character?
It, it definitely looks like reaching out, and I think a big part of it is also being willing to be vulnerable first, and to being willing to share. Because I know this for myself. If I'm willing to share what's going on with me, people are a lot more willing to share what's going on with them. But if I decide I'm not sharing, most of the time they not sharing either. And now we just here talking about the weather and how it be snowing down here. It's crazy. Like, I don't care that it be snowing. I don't. Like, how are you doing? Like, what's going on? Like,
Right.
and me, but a lot of times I have to make a concentrated effort to genuinely share what's going on, how I'm feeling, like things that I might feel a little bit uncomfortable about sharing, but I'll share it with you, and that usually opens up the door. And if I do that and I see, all right, we still not, then it's fallback. It's fallback season. But other than that, I think that's really what it is. I think that's how I do it. In that way, I'm strengthening the connection, but I'm also like I'm kind of I'm strengthening the connection. I'm giving you an opportunity to share for you, but I'm also sharing for me. So it's like I'm being the main character because I'm sharing what's going on in the story, but I'm also opening the floor for you to share what's going on in your story, and we can see if we can help each other and have a crossover episode like, Timmy and Jimmy. And like, hey,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That was one of my favorite episodes. It's like they switch worlds. Like, hey, let me help you out real quick. And so yeah, I think that's how I do it.
Okay. Great. Once again, another question that I asked, but I did not think of an answer. So how do I put forth effort and still maintain being the main character? I think that for me, it is putting forth the effort to reach out. Like I said, teaching people how to communicate with me. Like, hey, I'm actually available, even though I might not always answer immediately, but like to encouraging people to like still reach out and stuff like that, but also valuing the time that's for me. So for me, it's kind of been a thing where if you don't call me between this hour and this hour, I'm available for text messages. But unless it's an emergency, I might not be available for calls. So that I can still make sure that I'm still taking care of my well-being, but I'm also leaving space open to talk to who I want and need to talk to. Because I do recognize that I used to very much be a people pleaser, and I used to put everybody ahead of me, and I would never put my phone on do not disturb. I would always answer a phone call no matter what I was doing. Even if it was like completely about to mess up what I was doing, I would still like make sure I was always there and available. And now for me, being a main character means putting me first and taking care of myself. So, and also relentlessly pursuing what I want. So that means that yes, I am available, but there are times that I have to take for myself. And once I start working a 9 to 5, that time frame of when you can call me will open up. It'll expand. But also, I think in the future, it might wind up being also just, like I said, creating a space for the connection to happen, like in-person connection to happen.
I feel that.
So, because I mean, we are also at the age where some of the traditions that we had as families, like it would be our responsibility to start hosting things, holidays, and all of that stuff too. So, maybe if it was a holiday dinner or something, it's not just family. I also invite my friends, or it's a Friendsgiving, or it's just a random day in July that I decide to have, a cookout, and I invite all the people that I care about, that type of thing. Or even just like one-on-one things, invite people to your house sometimes. If you know them well, don't just invite anybody to your house. But yeah, I think the effort, it will start to shift, but right now the effort is actually leaving space and creating space to contact, call people, and allow them the space to call me as well. But also being like, hey, I'm actually not available at this time. And if I need to cancel a call, I cancel a call. I do. I learned that from my therapist.
Word. Yeah, sometimes sometimes they can, have their episode in the show. Every show ain't gotta be.
Exactly.
Every episode ain't gotta be. If every episode you watch, every single one, it was just Nami or One Piece, you'd be like, what? This ain't what happens at the beginning of the show. I saw my boy. What's going on? I mean, I love you, Nami, but like, what happens to the rest of the
cast?
It's like he gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just need to make sure you're there when
he there.
Yeah, and it's like the time, just taking the time for you.
Yeah,
like just being like, yeah, all right, cool.
Yeah, so I be having my episodes, my solo episodes, and then I have my episode where it's everybody, and then some episodes is other people, and I'm asleep. I like those episodes. All right, tough crowd today, guys. I don't know. Y'all got any final thoughts about putting forth effort in your relationships? I did have another question for you actually before we close this out. When we were talking about what it looks like if the other person isn't putting forth enough effort, like what you do. What do you do when it comes to romantic relationships if you feel like they're not putting forth enough effort?
And I think I'll voice that first, but by the time I voice that, I might be on my way out.
Why?
Actually, I'll voice it first, and then I'll make it.
And then out the door, he said, "All right, yeah, we ain't talking enough. Close the door." I'm like, "What?"
I would talk about that. But yeah, I would talk about that first.
Okay.
I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'll talk about that first.
And then, okay. All right.
And then, depending on what happens after that, I'm subject to being on my way out.
So it's about one time, one talk.
Yeah. If we agree on something, like if we agree to talk every other day or every day or just certain things, and then if I'm not getting what I need, I don't expect you to stay if you're not getting what you need.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Some people do.
Yeah, but I did a lot of work. a lot of healing.
Okay. I'm not going to ask you. But do y'all have any final thoughts on putting forth effort in relationships?
Make the other person feel wanted and loved and accepted. That usually helps. And ask your friends, how do they want to be
treated?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't brother Rod Wave say call your friends and
that's
ask
how they do. I'm coolin'. Most days I just be coolin'. Everybody got their own life and their own problems. Life's too short for grudges, call them. Come on now.
I'm just
Forever open my line. Yeah. One call at a time. Mm-hmm. They doing fine. Good song.
I wasn't sure if you was done, so I didn't know. So what's your final? Was that
my
it?
Final thoughts?
That was your final thoughts?
Yeah, I just say reach out to your friends, especially if you like these people. These people you like, why not reach out to them, see how they doing, and just genuinely ask and be willing to share and listen, because some of y'all don't be listening.
Yeah. My final thoughts are that what they said, really. But also, just figure out what you want and need, and don't be afraid to ask your friends like what they want and need out of a friendship. Or if it's not a friendship, whatever other type of ship you're in, don't be afraid to ask. If they don't got an answer right away, it's okay. Don't panic. They'll text you later when they figure it out. Oh, final question. After having this discussion, do you still feel like you're putting forth enough effort in your relationships? Or could you be doing more?
I feel like I always could be doing more. I'm doing better than I was. And that's what's important.
Bing. So you Namani?
Yeah, I think I could also be doing more. So I'm working on doing more.
Ding. Me, I'm doing the best I can with what I got. But I could definitely be doing more. But I will do more. For some people.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now.
Ding.
All right, thank you guys for joining us for another episode of the Grae Area Podcast. I'm Shakoya D.
Bond Breezington here.
It's your humble friend, Damani.
And thank you for joining us for another episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Bing. And also check out the links in the description. We have lots of things for you, but also join our Patreon for the low price of $3 a month. You can watch this podcast live as well as other content. So definitely go to patreon.com/thegraearea and subscribe to our Patreon. Yeah. Listen to our music, buy our things. If you like this episode, you're gonna love the one that's linked up on the screen, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Adios.
Stay blessed. Stay black, people.
You say what? Know yourself. Know your worth. Jukebox, hit me with another jam.
Get on my face. Get on my motherfucking face.
Please.
Push the goddamn button.